Fuck. 1, 2, 3. Alright, what's up, guys? Look at me. I got a new mic today. New mic. Testing 1, 2, 3. Is it gonna work out? If it's gonna work out, I'm gonna like put this into the video, and we're gonna see. Alright, guys. I just watched the clip. It works. I can confirm it works. But yeah, first video, I've been getting like a couple like not complaints. It's more like advice is like, yo, you should get a mic. You should get a mic. We can't hear you. We can't hear you like that. I got a mic. This is the Rode wireless looking one. Can you zoom in? Zoom in. Yep, there you go. It's like $150. I mean, it's investment. Think about it. But today we are at Jammin' Toast. Jammin' Toast, and I got a special guest today. You know. But look, we got Jiwon.
Hey guys.
Tell me about yourself, Jiwon.
Hey, my name is Jiwon Kim. I'm 24 years old, and I run Jiwon's Clothes as my business. I've had it for like 5 years now, and Gordon took me to this breakfast place because I saw it on his old vlog, and I really wanted to try it and see for myself how it is.
Yes, sir. Well, we finna just check this place out with Jiwon. He been crying about this place. Alright, I decided this is gonna be like a mukbang interview type of video. But yeah, I don't even know if that was even recording. Hold on, I gotta check.
It was recording.
Yeah, but the audio wise, since you got the mic.
I'm pretty sure it is because look, it's green.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. We can run with it. Thank you. You good. Alright, so we just got our food. We got the chicken sandwich, grilled chicken sandwich with some potatoes, with some white bread. I think it's like butter, pico de gallo, and some I don't know what kind of cheese that is. Pepper jack cheese. Look, he knows better than me. What you got?
I got the same thing, but with the croissant on it. It looks pretty good, honestly.
All right, let's get it.
Let's see. I think this is the best potatoes I've had at a breakfast spot before.
Potatoes? That's a heavy statement.
I know it's just
that's a heavy statement.
But like some spots, I don't know, they be messing it up.
Hold on, I want to see if you can hear the crunch. Hold on. What do you call it? ASMR?
It's like very soft on the inside, but
oh no, it's valid.
The right amount of crispy on the outside.
What you call it? I still gotta take you to this other breakfast spot after this video.
Which one?
Stay tuned. Stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say, Jiwon. I can't show you that spot until I take you. But there's no that one.
Oh, that one.
There's no that one? It's crazy. Crazy.
You just be eating the sandwich full or like cutting it up?
I kind of cut it up. It's too big. I can't just put it in my mouth. Pause. What you call But yeah, for those who don't know Jiwon, right? I mean, do you want to tell me how you got into cars? Because we all know anyone that follows me knows Jiwon. So you want to tell me what made you get into cars?
Yeah. About 3 years ago, I bought my first project car. It was an old 1987 BMW. And then I learned how to drive manual and everything. That got me pretty much hooked into cars and basically the car scene. And I began to learn. I have a big passion for cars because I like driving it. I like experience how it feels.
But but buying a car though is a little bit different than drifting a car. That's like a whole different lane. You know what I mean? So what made you get into drifting cars? I guess you doing all these stunt tricks, all these music videos you be seeing. That's him. That's why he's wearing a hoodie. Cause if we in public, if people see who he is, you think we're gonna be able to make this video? No. That's why he got a hoodie on.
Not all the music videos are just me. It's a whole team of us. But how I got into drifting, it has a lot to do with all the movies that I watched when I was younger. So Fast and Furious, see the movie Cars too. That had a huge impact on everything. And so when I hop into these cars, driving it's fun and all, but drifting it is a whole nother level. You get to experience a different type of fun, type of adrenaline. it's just very different, I'd say.
But the idea of it, like when it first popped up, was you like scared to even do it? Because think about it, you're really risking yourself and whatever car you own, you know, into like drifting. Like you're really risking everything. You know what I mean? Just to have that little thing. Was you not scared when you first like thought about it? Like that idea, like, hey, let's do a whole donut. That's like in the middle of the street. We're just gonna bust a crazy like you or something. Was you not like low key like kind of scared?
I mean, that all comes with practice, right? Like, yeah, of course.
But just doing it, the first time doing it, was you scared?
Of course, I'm scared at first, but like, I really didn't know what I was getting into. And so, like, you know, a couple first times that I tried it, like, I did make mistakes here and all. But like, what they say is like, practice makes perfect. So like, when you keep doing something over and over again, you'll eventually get it.
Word.
Get it down, and then that's how I pretty much like solidified my skills.
But would it be enough for you to teach somebody?
Yeah, I mean, I've taught a lot of my friends the basics of it, really.
Oh.
But me, myself, I don't consider myself a professional at all. I definitely need more like seat time, more practice.
I mean, the car crew will look up to you in the scene, man.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I like thank all my supporters, thank all my fans. I mean, without you guys, I probably wouldn't be here at all. So.
Bro, craziest thing was, I was at the dealership yesterday getting an oil change for my girl's car. What you call it? So my what you call it? Not mechanic, but he was like the people who write, you know, the services that you need. His name is Chris. Shout out to Chris if you're watching this. But he was like, I was telling him I was kind of looking at a new car. He was like, what kind? I was like, I kind of want the Civic SI or the newest hatchback. It looks kind of nice. He was like, nah, you should get an M3. I'm like, yeah. One of my friends has an M3 too. As a matter of fact, he was like, yeah, I got an M3 too. He was like, isn't one of your boys Jiwon? Don't want to be drifting. I was like, oh shit, you know Jiwon? He's like, I be seeing him on Instagram on the tracks, like, you know, like drifting and stuff, I guess, on a racetrack. He said he lives right behind it. He's seen you over there a couple of times, I guess. But you're famous, man. Like, I'm at the Honda dealership and they saw him on Jiwon. Yeah, he has an M3.
His name's Chris.
Yeah, Chris. I think he's Cambodian, I think. He's a little bit, he's definitely Southeast Asian, for sure. He's definitely Southeast Asian.
I mean, we do live in a small world, so like, a lot of the M3 owners will know most of the M3 owners.
Thank you.
You guys need anything else?
No, you're good. Appreciate you.
That's really cool, though. I mean, a lot of people like know me as Jiwon just because like they see my Instagram, and like, I guess not a lot of people know me in person. They just know me by like all the content that I be posting.
Hey, you're the youngest to do it, man. Ooh.
I'm trying.
You want to tell them how you started your first business? Like the whole background story. Some people might not know it, some people might do know it. But Jiwon, you know, he dropped out of college, and I'm going to just let him, like, you know, do everything. Like, kind of like what happened, even before he dropped out of college, like, you know, like what led to that moment.
Basically, how I first started my business, I was going to school, UGA at first, for marketing. And as time went by, I realized that school wasn't really for me, and I wanted to pursue something else. So at one point, like my closet just got like too full. Like clothes were just like everywhere. I didn't have enough hangers for everything, and so I decided to start up an Instagram. Why not just sell some of my clothes and have people buy it for themselves, like their personal wear. And I did that, and then like at first my prices were like really cheap. They're like $1 to $3 at first. Like if you were a day one customer of mine, you'll know that my prices were very, very fair. And so through that, I would grow my audience, grow my market, and then at one point, I had enough business to like realize that I needed to open up a shop, and so I did that. And then I've been through like probably like 3 locations so far to get to the location where I'm at now, and that's how I started my business.
Cool. You want to talk about the garage days? Because that's like, that's the, before like Jiwon was like, the Jiwon you guys might know of now. Like this is like even like before, like have you met some of your closest friends before the garage days or nah? Because I know you met me like before then, but I'm saying like let's say other friends. Like let's say like Tyson for example. Did you meet Tyson before the garage days or after?
Tyson was right after the garage days. So like I started my business kind of like in my parents' garage. I kind of overtook that space, and it was pretty much like a summer job for me.
Like a pop-up.
Yeah,
Like quick little
It
pop-up.
would be a pop-up, but like an everyday pop-up in the summer. So I'd open it up every day, have people come through, look at my items, and come shop. And I've had a lot of traction in my garage. I'm not gonna lie. Like if you remember the garage days, like you're pretty much like my day ones.
Oh yeah, no, I remember for sure. I remember like pulling up to the mom's house. I'm like, dang, it's a whole shop inside of a garage. I mean, that really just shows like you
You
could
pull up with Aaron.
Yeah, I used to pull up with Aaron. Rest in peace, Aaron. But like you could really start up like anything, just from like honestly anywhere. Like this man did it out of the UGA dorm, went to the garage. Oh, at what point did you realize, hey, the garage is not it? I have to I have to expand a little bit more. What made you realize that?
The point where it got just way too hot, dude, and like I didn't like turning on the fan on the garage. Like it was just kind of just ghetto, and so I had to upgrade into an actual space and really just like grind it out for that.
Did your parents feel like kind of unsafe as far as like everyone always like pulling up to the house? Because realistically, that's really saying like, hey, this is where I live. You know what I mean? Hey, this is where I live. This is where my parents live. Was that like ever like a safety concern?
Honestly, it never got to the point where like my parents thought it was unsafe. They thought they were just proud of me for doing what I did, and they just like supported me along the way.
So I do got another question though. I might know the answer to this, but other people might not know the answer. But was it like a hard like phase between you and your parents? Like, hey, as an Asian American, right? We have high standards. You know what I mean? We had to have high academic scores. We had to go to college. We had to like achieve certain achievements in life. You know what I mean? If not, we're gonna look down upon or disown or whatever the case might be. I mean, everyone's different. You know what I mean? But I'm just speaking for the majority at least. So how was that transition from your parents to you as far as like you dropping out of college and you telling them, hey, I'm not gonna go to school. This is not what I want to do. Like, how hard was that?
At first, bro, like I told my parents that. My mom was kind of like, nah, you should just stay in school, get a good paid job, just follow through it, right? But my dad, on the other hand, he was kind of like more open to the idea of me starting my business, just because he's also a business owner himself. And so, like after my mom like watched me throughout my whole business in the beginning, like she kind of learned to just understand my vision that I had, and she kind of just accepted that he's not meant for school. Like, he has to do this in order to like grow. Yeah, that's how my parents took it.
Hey, it's really hard for us Asian Americans to like do something outside of like what our parents wanted to do, because most of our parents come here from whatever country we came from, China, Korea, Vietnam, whatever, it don't matter. They have a dream for us to be like a doctor, just work that normal 9-to-5 corporate job. You know what I mean? Just working that like that American life, as we call it. Well, that's what us Asian call it. Go on American life. Come here, graduate, wife and kids, 9-to-5, doctor, lawyer, whatever it might be. And yeah, even for my parents, like my parents did not believe in me selling shoes would get me where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? When I was like 13, 12, my mom was like, why you keep buying these used shoes? They stink. They do be stinking, I'm not gonna lie. My room used to smell horrible. I'm talking about like terrible. And like, I guess eventually they started seeing like, I'm being real independent. My mom has not bought me a shirt since like, 6th grade. You know what I mean? Like, and that's a big achievement. This is not to brag or, this is saying me and saying in a humble way. Just keep going, if that makes sense.
Oh, also, I'd like to mention, like, now that you talked about your mom too, Yeah, my mom has really never bought me the Jordans that I ever wanted. So like that really gave me inspiration to just grind it out myself and make the money so I could buy the shoes that I wanted. And that's kind of how I got into like sneaker reselling as well. As much as I love clothes and shoes, like all I gotta do is like it comes all together.
Now that you mention it, you said that your mom and dad never got your first pair of Jordans, right? So how did you get your first pair of Jordans? Like, what were they, and how did you, acquire this first pair of Jordans that you claim you got? If you remember, at least, and I've probably been like a decade almost.
I remember there was like 4 pairs of Jordans that I bought. The first one was Fire Red 4s off of eBay. I've always wanted them. The second one, probably the Wolf Grey 5s. The third one, Thunder 4s, the OG release. Not the OG version, but like the 2012.
2012, yep.
And then there was another shoe. I think it was Infrared 6s. And back in the day, like I thought I was an 8.5, so I like tried to wear it, and then I realized it was just way too big on me, so I'd have to eventually just wear it and then sell it. And so that's another reason why I got into reselling sneakers, because of those 4 pairs of shoes.
I think around my age when I started wearing Jordans, right? I think I was 12 and 13. Like I fall victim into wearing shoes that are too small and too big, and just because I just wanted to have it, just wanted to wear it. Because back in the day, if you had some Jordans on, right, with some khaki pants or Adidas stripe pants, you was that guy. You was that guy, and like
just staring at your feet, bro. That's cool.
Yeah, and like, I had to wear I had to take the shoes out the insoles. I had to do all that crazy stuff. I mean, that's what I had to do. But how did you? So you saved up for your first pair of Jordans, right? You saved up.
I saved up by working like server jobs and like all these different types of jobs that I had like years ago, back in college, back in high school.
Never really told anyone this, right? I mean, I kind of did, but so for me, how I got my first pair of Jordans was, I mean, this is years ago, so I could talk about this now, but back in high school, right? People be leaving phones and stuff, right, in the locker rooms. In PE, you know how it goes. And if you leave it out,
it's gone.
Vanish. So this wasn't me, right? I was at the gift center at the time, training to school for fighting. So one of my friends at the time, he was in PE. He found a phone that's on the bench. So he took it. He stole a phone in high school. So when that happened, right, he hit me up. I was like, yo, Gordon, can you unlock this phone for me? I was like, I'll see what I can do. I took the phone, right? Came in the phone. I'm like, I don't know what to do with this phone at all, right? So one of my other friends was like, hey, I got a pair of shoes for you to trade. So you know what I did? I traded that phone that my friend lended me to borrow to help him unlock it, and I traded for a pair of Fire Red 3s. And that's how I got my first pair of Jordans. I remember it was, I think, 2014, 2015 pair. I think it was a size 7.5 or 8. So, I don't wear that size. I wear 8.5 and 9 at the time. I didn't really know what to do with it. But, that's another reason why I love Jordan 3s, because that's my first pair of Jordans ever, and those are Jordan 3, and then, Fire Red 3s, iconic. So I got this shoe. I can't fit it. And you know what I did with it? I traded to another homie for 2 pairs of shoes. I think it was a pair of Columbia 4s, Legend Blues, and I think it was a pair of Harris 7s. So think about it this way. I got a free pair of shoes, and I used that, and I turned it to 2 shoes, and I got 2 shoes on. In my mind, I'm like, oh.
You're just winning left and
yeah,
right.
I'm just winning left and right. So in my head, I'm like, okay, cool. This is what I gotta do. I get these next 2 pair of shoes. I use that to trade for another 2 pair of shoes. Then I'm gonna have 4 pairs of shoes. You know what I mean? And from there, I sold 1 pair of shoes to buy another pair of shoes, and from there I just realized yo, there's money in this resale game. You know what I mean? You could buy all these shoes and just sell them and flipping them. And throughout high school, I think every day I had a brand new pair of shoes. Not brand new, but I had a different pair of shoes. And people were thinking I had hundreds of shoes. You know what I mean? Which was not the case at all. And this is me exposing the truth. Yeah, that's me being honest. I did not have hundreds of shoes. I just had 1 or 2 shoes. I kept trading it every single day because my classmates was like, yo, let's trade for these. Let's trade for this. I'm like, okay, cool, why not? We did like a little swap day. We swapped shoes type thing, you know. And yeah, that's honestly how it began. And by the time I was 15, I saved up, I think, $8,000, and I bought my first car. And yeah, from there I just had, you know, more flips, paid college. Now I'm kind of living on my own. Honestly, just because of shoes, you know. And also, like, I made a lot of friends off of shoes, and I lost a lot of friends because of shoes. But that's gonna be another story, Tom. You feel me? You know.
It's like a never-ending cycle. Like you keep selling them, keep buying more, and then you get more.
Yeah, there've been plenty of times where I'm just like, you know what? I got so on my shoes. You know what I do? Looked at my collection. You know what? Maybe I could keep these. We're basically almost done with the food. How do you feel about the food?
Honestly, bro, probably one of the best breakfast spots I've ever been to. I'd rate it a solid 9 out of 10.
Oh, that's a heavy statement.
It is.
Why is it a 9 though, not a 10? I'm just wondering, like, what's missing? Why is there like a 1 rating missing? If that makes sense. You can be honest. Look, in here, I'm gonna be 100% honest, no bias. Look, I'll tell you, I am not fucking sponsored by none of these fucking like restaurants, bro. I'm at 75 followers. Hopefully this video drops, I'll be at like 80, 85. You know, I'm aiming for a 10 subscriber gain per video. I'm cool with that, like, you know, progression. But yeah, I'm not sponsored, so all this is gonna be raw footage. But yeah, why a 9 and not a 10? Just wondering.
Why a 9? Because, I mean, I like the simplicity of the dish, right? But it is kind of like a basic dish. You can't really mess this up. So, I mean, you cook everything right, all the ingredients that go together. But I wish there was like maybe some type of like special jam on the side. I mean, this place is called Jam and Toast. So like, what if there was another jam on the side that we could like eat with the croissant?
What if this was a specialty? That's why I was over here though.
Should we get it?
Nah, I'm full, bro. Look, I can't eat on camera if I wanted to, bro. Look. Oh, let me tell you another story today. This might not make it. This might not make it. Might make it. I don't know. Whatever. I probably said that wrong. Don't care. But yesterday, well, 2 nights ago, I had seafood boil. Yesterday, I had seafood boil. So today, I went to the gym for the first time in a month, bro. My stomach was killing me. I had to go to the bathroom like 3 times, and I realized, like, you know, I just gotta go. I can't. It's not meant to be. But yeah, my stomach's hurting right now. Did not work hard enough. I can't eat this, man. This is too much, bro. Maybe if I worked out hard enough today, I deserve this, but not today.
Stomach will be ruined after eating that.
Yeah, and I'm having hot pot tonight too.
Where at?
The house. The house.
Homemade hot pot, the best hot pot.
It's so much cheaper. Holy fuck. I think with like $40, it could last maybe like 5 people. And I probably have leftovers for the next day for me to just like cook. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video. We had a great time at Jam and Toast. Alright, cool. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap up this video. This might be like a new series segment I'm gonna do too, like an interview, mukbang type thing, you know, type of shit. You got anything to say to the viewers?
Thank you guys for watching another great video from Gordon's Vlogs, interviews, and mukbangs. And I hope you guys all have a great day wherever you are. Probably sitting on the toilet watching this video. And I'm about to head to work now.
Alright.